Women are finally starting to wake up and finally realize that the men were right. The men were right when they tried to warn y'all against listening to these bitter, broken, miserable, single, lonely women. The men tried to warn us, ladies, and tell us that these women did not have our best interests at heart. These women were trying to create us to be just like them. Why? Because misery loves company. Men told us she's trying to poison you against men so that you can't have a good one. She's trying to make you be in a position of weakness and loneliness, instability, insecurity, just like she is, so she can always have you around. And now women are snapping up out of that, and they are finally seeing the truth of what it really is, and they are backing away from these bitter, broken, lonely, miserable single women, and they are saying enough is enough. And as somebody that has been saying these things for over a decade, me myself, I feel so vindicated because everything that this woman is getting ready to share with us that she did to get her husband is what I have been saying. I've been telling y'all, pour into your man, cater to your man, reciprocate, appreciate. I've been telling y'all this, but for a long time, they called me a pick-me. They called me a panderer. They said that I was setting women backwards. They were telling me that I was pretty much teaching women to settle and not have any standards. And the reason why they felt that way is because so many women out there have prioritized no good men that dogged them out, that trashed them, that left them with babies. And now they had it in their minds that no man was to be trusted. When in all actuality, sis, it was the men that you chose that you shouldn't have trusted or laid down with, procreated with, loved, given a chance. Like a lot of these guys, y'all should never even talk to. Yeah, y'all are holding them as the example as to why you don't treat a man like this and why you don't do like this for a man. Girl, please, those were never men to begin with. So why are y'all punishing all men for the select few of men, males, that y'all love to prioritize, that y'all thought that y'all could change and rearrange? Please stop that. You cannot equate a bum to a good quality, providing, protecting, leading, teaching, masculine man. You cannot say, oh, I'll never do this for a man, all because you did this for a male and it backfired on you. They were not the same. And since so many women have a type of trash guy that they go after, they will start to believe that every man is just like that, and they will try to advocate and advise other women to never treat a man with respect. Always get over on a man. Always take advantage, because after all, that is what a lot of these trash guys did to them, and they're trying to get their licks back. But ladies, as long as you are operating in that frequency and in that energy and that mentality, nothing good will ever come to you. And I am so proud that so many women are taking heed to this, waking up, doing things differently, and saying enough is enough. I am not going to be like her. And I will not punish the rest of the men out there that could be of quality and substance over the select few of ain't-ish guys that, again, I prioritized. I chose him. I picked him. So I'm not going to hold the next man responsible for what the last guy did. And now that women are realizing the faults and flaws of their ways, they are doing things differently, and they are getting different and better results. And salute to you all. Okay, but let's get into this, you all, because when I saw this, I said, wow, she gets it. Women are finally waking up. And it was actually women in the comment section that was backing up what this woman said. And again, I have to toot my own horn and say that everything that this woman said that she did to get her husband, I had been advising women to do for a decade now. But y'all didn't want to listen. But I hope y'all listen now. Okay? Because clearly she is showcasing that it's not too late. Right? There are men out here who do want to get married, who do want to settle down, who do want relationships, but you have to be a woman of quality, substance, morals, values with your own mind that is not following up behind bitter, broken, lonely, miserable females. But y'all get the lights up for me. Let's get into this and let's listen to what the good sis had to say as far as how she got her husband.
They told me not to make his lunch.
Oh, okay.
They told me not to fold his laundry.
Yeah.
They told me not to pay for dates.
Okay.
Take me through there. Take me through there. What you talking about? Pack that nigga lunch. They told me not to make his lunch.
Oh, okay.
They told me not to fold his laundry.
Yeah.
They told me not to pay for dates.
Okay.
Take me through there. Take me through there. What you talking about? Pack that nigga lunch.
Oh. And you know what? Something that I absolutely love about this video here is that she is actually calling out the sisterhood of sadness, because the sisterhood of sadness will tell you, don't pack his lunch. He a grown man. You ain't his mama. Don't do his laundry. He a grown man. He ain't your son. Don't pay for no dates. You a queen. You the prize. Don't do ish for that man. All you got to do is be in his presence. That's good enough. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I love how she called out the sisterhood. She said, I did everything that y'all told me not to do. And look what I got, and look at what you don't. And another thing that I love about this video is how her husband, well, soon to be husband, is in the background hyping her up. Like, yeah, tell him, baby. Yeah, show him, baby. This how you get a ring. This how you get a king. Hold on now. This how you get that bling. Ho, ho, ho. And so many women don't understand this. They think that a real man is somebody that's going to tolerate disrespect, that's going to tolerate the bare minimum. And yeah, if you're a real man or a good man, then yeah, you can do that. And you won't expect anything in return. But no, ladies, men actually have standards too. And if you are not meeting his standards or his expectations, you can go. You won't get a relationship. You won't get a ring. You won't get nothing. Money, commitment. Girl, please. I need somebody that is going to show me just as much value and interest as she is expecting for me to show her. And if you can't do that, deuces. Men are like that. Another thing that I love is the fact that you can hear women in the background hyping her up like, period, sis, facts. I'm going to start doing the same thing. And that is exactly what we need. We need women who are not afraid of reciprocity, who are not afraid to show appreciation, who don't feel like it makes them less of a woman if she wants to go in her wallet, go in her purse for her man. Like, yes. Now, again, we understand that men are the providers. Okay, absolutely. But it is nothing that should ever stop you as a woman from catering and pouring back into your man. Because after all, he's always the one carrying the load. He's always the one looking out for you. So why not look out for him as well from time to time? And I get it. A lot of us can be dealing with very masculine men to where it's like, oh, no, baby, you don't ever go in your purse. You don't ever go in your wallet. I got this. But sometimes you just got to take the initiative, because I'm telling y'all, these men do appreciate that, even if they are the most masculine, old school of men. And I've always said this. I've had previous dope discussions to where I showed you I was out here paying for movie days, or at least going Dutch, you know, with my husband. Like, okay, he paid for the tickets. I'm going to pay for the popcorn. Now, for the majority of the part, my husband takes care of stuff like that. But from time to time, there has been instances to where we went Dutch, or I did all of it. And no woman could ever make me feel ashamed about that, because I had a good man that deserved it. And ladies, if you have a good man that deserves it, yeah, go ahead, cash out a little bit. Go ahead, show out a little bit. Spoil him a little bit. A lot of bit, if you ask me. Because men are out here working hard. Good men are out here working hard. So they need to feel appreciated. They need to be celebrated. And I love that. Okay? And I'm going to read a few of the things in the comments that some people have to say. And then I'm going to get into her actual proposal that has so many women upset and jealous, if you ask me. This person says, keep listening to your girls that have no man or husband. You will be just like them as well. Proud of a woman who can think for herself And that right there is a big bar and a fact. Okay, if you keep on surrounding yourself with miserable, broken, bitter women, you will soon become just that, because you are who you hang around the most. You become who you listen to the most. So it is very refreshing to see women who can think for themselves, who can open up their minds and actually be receptive to good advice. All right. Somebody else says, I love the flex. Okay. This is a woman. She says this. She says, I love the flex. Stop listening to those bitter folks on social media and do what your heart and mind desires to do for your person. And I love that, because it's so many negative Nancy's and bitter Becky's that will tell you, oh, now you never do this. Oh, you never do that. A real man. And lady, you are not even a real, authentic, true woman. So how dare you say what anything that is authentic and real ever is? Please. And again, it was a lot of people in the comments trying to comfort her, talking about she was pretty much a pick-me and a struggle lover and so on and so forth. Okay. And somebody responded and said, they still in the comments trying to disagree while their finger is empty. We love to see it. Show that ring off. And the commenter or the creator of this video, she says, laughing my ass off. Heavy. Okay. Heavy on the bars, gems, and jewels, because that's big facts. A lot of these chicks that got the most to say, they don't have nothing to show for anything. So they need to shut up. Okay. Another woman says, doing that laundry, packing that lunch, and paying for dates equals rings, lack of bills, etc. And you know what? She's big bars and big facts as well. Because when you pour into a man, he's going to pour into you 100-fold. And that's where a lot of women get it misconstrued. Y'all think that it is somehow a detriment for you to cater to a man, to be submissive to a man, to be supportive of a man, to pour deeply into a man, when in all actuality, the more you pour into him, the more you're going to receive back, because he feels seen, he feels loved, he feels desired, he feels heard, he feels understood, and he wants more of that. So you know what he's going to do? He's going to do more so that you can pour more back into him, because he desires that feeling. It's duality. I pour into him, he pours into me, vice versa. We keep refilling each other's cup. Real women understand that. You bitter, broken chicks, you don't. And this is why you will never have a good quality man nor relationship. Okay. But let's get into her proposal, because I did think it was so beautiful. Okay. Let's run the clip and see why a lot of these bitter, broken Beckys and Britneys and Brendas were so mad.
Out of everyone else, I get to choose you. Ooh. Out of everyone else, when you're underwater, deep under the sea, caught up in a moment, it's a catastrophe.
What's not to love about that? That was so beautiful. It was well put together. It was thoughtful. You know, it was just amazing. And it's something that a lot of women will never experience. Y'all will never experience a man pouring into you to this magnitude, to this capacity. And she is giving y'all the game on how you can achieve this, and you still won't listen. Y'all still in the comments hating on her, throwing shade. She's a pick-me-sha. We don't do this, we don't do that. Well, she did it, and look at her and look at you. She's going to be living happily ever after, while you're sitting here in her comments hating, eating Cheetos. But Good Sis did respond to y'all, because a lot of y'all were hating, and I saw that she was getting a little bit irritated by y'all, but she did have a message for y'all as well. Let's run that clip.
While this app is one of the greatest inventions, in my opinion, like, it could be really useful. You could learn things from here. You can get ideas from here. You can network. You can, find secrets and tips and all the things. This app also could be very, very exhausting. Like, there is a group of people or some side of TikTok, which I hope I never end up on, that gets off on what I call miserability content. Like, they will respond or comment something. Like, they'll take the most wholesome, innocent, and beautiful of moments and find a way to make it negative. Like, you'll see a man proposing to his girlfriend or something, and here goes somebody in the comments or replying to the video and saying, oh, let this be a lesson to get your nails done all the time because you just never know. Now she has all those pictures where her nails need to be filled in and da 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 da. It's just like, bro, how did you find a way to make something so beautiful negative? And we know what it is. It's projection. You either don't think this will ever happen for you, hasn't happened for you, don't know if it is or isn't attainable. And so you're just being negative to essentially reassure yourself that, oh, I'm not missing out or I'm not behind. Baby, you're miserable. And this is why you just got to do what the fuck you want to do because people are going to talk either way.
Big bars, big facts. Y'all drop the bomb emojis in the comments right now for my good sis because she ain't never lied. These chicks are so miserable, so lonely, so broken, so bitter that they will nitpick at any little thing just to make them feel better about their own life and their own choices, their own results, their own outcomes. So she's absolutely right. You might as well do what's best for you because a bitter, broken Brenda or Becky or Bethany is going to find something wrong anyway. So do your big one. Show off your man. Show off your happiness. Tell them what you do as a woman, as a wife to pour back into your man. They're going to find something wrong anyway. So you might as well teach a few women in the process. Love this. Love this. And y'all answer the poll for me, you all. There should be a poll posted right now. Do you feel like a lot of these broken, bitter women are only projecting onto these women because they're unhappy and so they're trying to find some kind of way to make those women feel insecure or feel inadequate? Y'all answer that poll for me. Okay, now if you missed the live stream, then put a 2 in the chat. Okay, or you can do both. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all do feel like it's a lot of bitter, broken women out there who do a lot of projection, who are just trying to throw salt out there to make them feel better about them having salty lives. But yeah, women are waking up to this. They're snapping up out of that and they're saying, you know what? These men have been right all along. And I gotta say this, ladies, duh. Why haven't we been listening to what the men were saying in order to get them in the first place? Why would you listen to a bitter, broken, miserable chick on what a real man is and what a good man is, how to get a good man when she's not a good woman? She's never had a good relationship. She's never had a good man because she does not qualify for one. Why would y'all listen to that over the actual men who are telling you, no, this is what I like. This is what I desire. This is what makes me feel like this woman is valuable or worthy enough of my time, my love, my commitment, my devotion, my provision. Like, why aren't y'all listening to them? Y'all should have been doing this. And again, this is a prime example of it not being too late. But for a lot of women, it may be. And the reason why it is because for decades, y'all refused to listen to the advice of the people that you were striving to get with, which were the good quality men. Why did y'all ignore them for all this time? Why did it take for a lot of y'all to reach a level to where you may never get married? You may never have a family. You may never have a relationship. Why did it take you to this point for you to wake up and do these basic things that men have been telling y'all to do? It was this simple all along. She told y'all the game. Make his lunch, do the laundry, pay for dates. Silly, basic, very basic. Men are very simple, and they have been showing y'all and telling y'all how simple they are for years, decades, and y'all refuse to listen until now. When y'all are struggling, when y'all are on the decline, when y'all need help, when your female nature kicks in and you realize, damn, life is not lifing without a man, without a partner, without a companion, without love. And I will say that I am a little bit relieved that there are men that are still out there that are open to marriage. I want to take that poll too before we get up out of here. Hopefully I can get a little bit more hope. Fellas, can y'all do me a favor and place a 5 in the chat if you are a guy that is still open to getting married and finding a relationship in a woman, if the woman is open to, let's say, catering to you, pouring into you, loving you, respecting you, honoring you, like this woman is doing for her husband, put a 5 if you're still open, fellas. Put a 4 in the chat if it's like, nah, it's a wrap for me. I hope I see a bunch of 5s. But if I don't, we know why. It's because so many women did not listen for a very long time. And now for a lot of y'all, it is too late. However, for a select few of you all, there is still hope. And I just hope that y'all implement this very basic, simple advice that women like myself have been telling y'all for a decade or more, so that you can also receive your happily ever after, your beautiful husband, your family, your fulfillment, your stability, your security. I hope that you all do that. But if you don't, I mean, you can't blame nobody but yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, opinions, and feedback about this in the comment section down below. Let me know, are you feeling like a lot of women are waking up to these truths and doing things differently? Or do you feel like a lot of women are still blind, deaf, and dumb? Let me know, okay? But I'm going to check out in the next one. Much love and peace to my crown heads.